When things don't make sense, take the thing that makes no sense. Give me Buffalo -2.
You're right. I'm Notre Dame Clemsoning myself right now. I 100%
Yes.
am. Yes, Buffalo.
Justin fucking Watson. There it is, baby.
I don't know your opinion. That's why I'm asking.
No. Come on.
Alrighty, welcome back to the podcast. It is another episode, 21 to be exact. The boys are back on another Saturday morning, a little earlier this time. I'd say about an hour earlier than normal, and that's because Dylan has grown up. Dylan has a big boy job, and when Dylan now has a big boy job, changes need to be made to the schedule.
Like when Dylan happens to work his big boy job on a fluffing Saturday.
Exactly. If only you knew the day that I have in store. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about all the sports knowledge. And just for the record, it's not a lot of sports knowledge, but you're still going to get at least a half hour's worth of some sports.
Look, you guys are lucky, okay? We were getting into the weeds. Dylan convinced me not to talk about the MLB pant shortage in spring training because they don't have enough pants.
Everybody go.
I think that's hilarious that they don't have enough pants. So they're making players wear.
They're making too many dumbass
pants.
jerseys. They don't got enough pants. I mean, that's all that needs to be said.
Bro, here's the real problem with it though. They're going to every single individual MLB player and fucking tailoring their pants like it's a fucking suit for their wedding day and it has to fit perfectly.
So everyone's gonna get two, and then if you
motherfucker, just either get a large, an extra large, a double X. Like, just know your size and fucking order it. What are we doing?
I don't like it because that lets me think if there's a pant shortage and they're tailoring, everyone's gonna get like 2 pairs of pants, and if you rip it or they break, tough shit.
Oh, you're done. Yeah. Now you gotta go back to your old pants.
100%.
All right.
Exactly.
We're not gonna talk about pants. We have other things to talk about, a little bit of NCAA football, a little bit of MLB, a little bit of NBA, and then we have, of course, as always, the picks for you guys. So let's get into it. NCAA 24 NIL deal with college football players. So what exactly is going on here? EA is offering $600 and a free copy of NCAA Football 24 to all college football players that opt into this NIL deal. It is the biggest collective group NIL deal that has ever been done. As we all know in college football, if you're not familiar, and I'll let you know, there's very little rules and very little parameters that have to do with NIL. It's kind of a Wild West, who has more money and who's willing to spend it to get these players on your team or in your brand deal or whatever. And that's just how it's worked out so far. But this deal in particular, I think is really unique and actually a very good opportunity for all of the, not everyone can be Bo Nix. Not everyone can be CJ Stroud. Like all these guys that are the number one quarterbacks in college, Joe Burrow, like not everyone's going to get the same name recognition while they're playing college football. So, hey, you wanna be at the frat house playing NCAA with your boys, and you're the only one that's not on the screen because you didn't want to take your $600 and put yourself in the game. Don't be that guy. I think every single college football player should do this because isn't that your dream as a kid? Just wanting to be in the video game. That's why you create your own player and all that stuff. And they're offering you $600. Take it.
It's free money. I don't know why you wouldn't. I agree. I think that this is something that if I was a player, my outlook on it is if I'm somebody that, like you said, isn't a Bo Nix or isn't a high-profile guy, isn't this the easiest way to get notoriety on my name? If you don't know who I am and you're using me in Madden and you're I'm your wide receiver 1. I'm your QB 1. I'm your running back. I'm your guy on defense that's an absolute unit. And you're like, who the fuck is this guy? And then you look him up and then you realize that he's a nobody you didn't know on Wisconsin. And now when Wisconsin plays, you actually give a shit about the game because you got who on there. And I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to view that way for a lot of guys. There's going to be a lot of people.
I'm going to end up doing that at some point.
There's going to be a lot of people who I think have very little notoriety on their name, and they're going to get it strictly from, oh, I remember him. You mossed me with him in Madden. Genuinely.
Right. Exactly, dude. Like, you're going to be like, nah, that guy's like you're not even going to realize, oh, who's that guy? He's fast as fuck. Like, he's got because they want to have NCAA. They want to do the ultimate team, right?
Yeah.
So you pick up some wide receiver from Wyoming, and he's got like 92 speed, and he's dusting everybody, and you're like, do I need to watch Wyoming football this
That's
weekend?
exactly
Like,
what it
do I
is,
need
yeah.
to check out this guy, like this wide receiver? Like, yes, I do. And then
Correct.
you got me betting on it, probably. You got me watching more college football. Like, I think it's a great idea. And you don't want to be the one guy, like I said, at the party where everyone's like, "Oh, why didn't you?"
There's not going to be that problem, Tyler. I would be shocked.
Bro, they
if that
all
one
play the
guy-
game.
Hey, why is that one guy that didn't take $600 to be put in his dream? There's no reason. I'm not worried about that.
What if there's a guy just like, I don't care. I don't play video games. I don't want to be like, I don't care.
They're going to go, you don't want $600 for notoriety of your name? And he's going to go, no, I'm not a football player. I'm just a player who plays football. And then they're all going to go, okay. then
right, we have a question here from God knows who. Have you ever had the chance to visit Europe and be at the football and basketball stadiums there? The fans in Europe are crazy. Smoke flare, sing the whole game. I have not had that opportunity yet.
I've seen it.
I've seen it. I know that it's absolutely insane.
Actually, let me take over on this. Let me take over on this because I know a little bit more about this than you do because you don't watch European
we
basketball.
still both have not experienced it. The answer to the
You
question
don't watch
is
European
no.
basketball like I do.
The answer to the question is still no. And I know for a fact that you haven't been either.
But that's why I said let me speak on it because I want to say this. There will be a day where we go to a European basketball game, okay? Because they do basketball right. We don't do it right. They do it a lot better than we do. We go to basketball games to have fun. And if the team that we like loses, that might make our day a little bit worse, but it doesn't affect it a whole too much. Those motherfuckers over there, if you lose and it's your favorite team, you might not want to walk back out on the street for the rest of the day. You know, it's life or death. And, you know, sometimes in life, you kind of need it when it's all or nothing. And you feel like, hey, if we lose this game, it is the end of the world. Because sometimes that's what it feels like. So I like the fact that in Europe, that is the feeling for every game.
That's too much, man.
I think it's great. I think it adds a lot of pressure on the boys where they're like, hey, we cannot go shit the bed tonight because we may never come back here and play again because the stadium might not still be standing.
That's a lot to deal with.
It is.
In my world, that's too much, but there it is, NCAA 24.
You can go to one, though, right?
Oh, yeah. For
I was
sure.
going to say, go to one game and then...
Well, Dylan, I can go to as many as I want. I'm not a fan of either team.
Yeah, but we don't know where you're putting.
I'm just there to experience it. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll come out of it a fan of one team or the other. But like going into it,
that might be worse. That might be the problem. If you come out a fan and you actually have some fucking
I'm invested.
Yeah, you have meat in the fight and shit. That would just be worse because then when you do come back, you're gonna get into fucking fights with all these angry European guys, and you're not even gonna know what's going on.
You know what? That might be okay. That might be good for me. Then I learn a thing or two. We'll find out. All right. Next up, we have MLB. I'm not talking about the pants shortage. So instead, we're going to talk about my $100 bet on the World Series because I have the Los Angeles Dodgers winning the World Series. Placed this bet about whenever they signed Ohtani, like literally that day. And cash out's already at $110, and we have not even started the regular season yet. But why is it like that, you say? Dylan, why don't you tell them?
Dodgers are on a fucking shitstorm. They've played 2 games. They're rolling. Not to mention that the first game they played, they put 8 runs in the first inning. They put 14 runs up. And then last night, Freddie Freeman on the very first pitch he sees went yards. Dodgers have beaten the Padres 2 times, and 2 times the Padres kind of just gotten smacked. And now I'm sitting here going, I look at this entire lineup front to back, and this is an MLB The Show team. And what I mean by that is it's a team that when you look at your entire lineup and you go, okay, we got all 90s, but we got 180. Let's make him a 90. They have done that for the whole lineup to where there is no gap.
God bless.
There is no 89 overall. And then you go over to the bullpen, and they have essentially taken a couple Cy Youngers, paired them with a couple Japanese Cy Youngers, and stuck them together. And now the problem is, not only is this a super team, but this is not a team that when the Nets were making moves in basketball and the Avalanche were making all those moves in hockey after they won the cup, and Boston being the best team in the league. This is not a clear case of this is the best team, and then they will eventually choke. I think this is a clear case of this is the best team, and if they don't win the World Series, something went very wrong for them.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, this isn't a don't get the presidents because you'll choke. Don't get the first round bye because you'll choke. These Dodgers can get whatever bye they want, and with this lineup, they'll be fine.
Dodgers.
You seen these first 2 spring training games, Jesse?
Man, I saw the under-over, and I was like trying to slam the over. I think it was 9.5 or 8.5.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think the Dodgers were going to do it on their own.
Yep.
Both games.
They almost did it. They did it in the first inning is what they did.
Yeah.
Here's an 8 spot for you. Start off the season.
I love
it's
it.
Pretty much, it's a World Series championship or bust. Like,
let me ask you boys
right?
a question real quick. If I'm San Diego, I'm Arizona, I'm a team that is building something. You know what? Fuck San Diego. Screw them right now. Let's talk more about Arizona, okay? If I'm in a team
because they were literally in the World Series.
Right. Younger squad, building up, lots of potential, and then you see that in your division. What does that do to the team, genuinely? Does that fire you up more? Like, okay, they had to build this squad to try to take us down? Or are you almost looking at, like, fuck are we supposed to do?
You know,
I think sadly, there's both on probably all the teams. There's like they're not going to openly tell their teammates that they're thinking this, but, you know, there's probably half the team in their head like, son of a bitch.
Right,
like,
yeah. Uh-huh.
We just went to the World Series last year, and now the Dodgers are like, yeah, never again. We're not letting that happen ever again. You guys are not better than us. And then there's other guys that are like, fuck you, LA. You think you're better? You didn't get better. We're going to beat you again. So
there's one man with that mindset.
Honestly, yeah, that's Corbin. But honestly, if it was me, I'd be like, man, come on.
If it's in my division, I'd be pissed. That's all I'm going to say. If you're in my division,
I'd be like, can I get a trade?
And I was the
You guys need another? You guys want me?
I'm the favorite to win the division, and I see that shit. I'm mad. Like, not division changing mad. Like, I went out of the National League mad. Fuck that. I'd be pissed.
I'd be like, man, figures it'd be these rich LA motherfuckers. They fucking want stupid ass Dodgers. Always got pockets, big pockets. Ain't winning nothing. How they got all this money and they ain't never winning? I don't understand. That's how I would feel. I don't win a damn thing, but y'all got all this money to just keep throwing everywhere.
I don't like it, but
and guess what? I don't even care, Tyler. I want them to win for your bet, but if you didn't have that bet, I'd be screaming for a bust. Screaming.
Look,
I will say you.
Ever since we started talking about the MLB on this podcast, I've been every year playoffs. Here we go, Dodgers. So this year, I put my money where my mouth is way before the season started, and we're gonna ride it all the way. I have to.
You are a problem. I actually feel bad for Tyler sometimes because Tyler will do what the MLB is supposed to do, and he'll ride the way that it's supposed to go. And what I mean by that is he'll look at the way the season's going. He'll make the educated pick off of what should happen, and then the MLB will start being weird, and then he'll get hoed. So I will say this is the first year that the odds should be in your favor.
They are in my favor right now. I feel like Katniss Everdeen, Dylan. Well, let's talk about this, Jesse. I know you'll be into this one. The downfall of Jordan Poole. This man has lost the starting spot. As we all know, Jordan Poole was a quote-unquote hit in Golden State alongside Steph Curry. But Wizards interim coach Brian Keefe made the decision to move Jordan Poole to the bench for the time being, as the Wizards enter the final stretch of their first season among the rebuild. He started the team's first 52 games, but will now be a reserve as the Wizards look for opportunities for rookie Bilal Coulibaly in the starting lineup. I mean that bounce pass pretty much says a lot of it right there.
I will say, bro, he is the funniest player next to Scotty Barnes to just watch hoop. Oh my God. It is so entertaining. Because the thing about Jordan Poole is doing the same shit that he did in Golden State. The only difference is I don't know where this confidence came from. Okay. This confidence of Ja Morant level of every single final shot is going to be in my hands. Whether I have one man on me, two men on me, a good look, a bad look.
I don't know if you're familiar with the Justice League, but this man was not he was not a Robin. He was like Cyborg. Everybody forget he there, but like he swears he's important. And then they put him in the Batman spot. And Washington is pathetic. They paid him all this money. Now they got to figure out shit. Please tell us we at least got people to put around him.
They got Kyle Kuzma
playing other players. But Poole got too much shenanigans.
I will say, bro, I don't see a whole lot of players get memed more than him. I think the only player I saw got memed more is when Russell was going through that hard time and everyone was just on his ass, bro. But yeah, every other day on Twitter, you're seeing something on Jordan Poole. And here's my thing about Jordan Poole. Now, a lot of people know that there has been a tendency that when more attractive women tend to show up to his basketball games, he tends to ball out. But we have also learned that the last couple games that these women have showed up have been some of his worst performances. So now that isn't even going for you anymore, you're just an average hooper who plays for the Washington Wizards.
Listen, the only reason it's not working anymore is because he's on to them. Washington GM, he knows he's been shipping them down to that first floor. He's like, I've been seeing you all way too often. I don't even care anymore. No buckets.
I think it makes Golden State look a lot more actually, no. I was going to say it makes Golden State look a lot more intelligent, but it's not like they're doing fucking anything over impressive over there where they can be like, yeah, it's all good and well.
NFL has the worst get a bag, don't care
NBA, you mean?
level of players.
Yeah.
Like, the NFL, we see some people where we're like, hold on.
Wait, are you talking NFL, ML, or NBA?
No, I'm talking NBA, but I'm saying.
Okay.
Even in the NFL, it's like people get a check. Sometimes you're like, I feel like you played really hard that contract year, but you're being a little sluggish now. But I feel like in the NBA, it's like that guy literally doesn't give a shit anymore, and you can clearly see it.
Right, and that's why you'll get all these guys who will get signed on a one-year deal, play there for half a year, and then a one-year deal, and then in different leagues, that would end after 2 or 3 years. You got guys in the ML and the NBA that will do that for their career for 10 to 15 years, and they will bounce the entire time. Look at Robin Lopez, for fuck's sake. You know how many teams that man has been on?
Hey, I better not be hearing some disrespect come out of your mouth.
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm saying, do you know how many teams that man has been on?
10, 12.
That's what he's done his whole career. And every team he's gone on, he's been the second center, and he's been an asset. He does his job. He gives you 5, 6 rebounds. He gives you a couple of assists. He goes on the bench. He reads a book. He gets up, beats the shit out of a mascot, goes home, does it again tomorrow. We love Robin Lopez. I would never slander him. I promise you. I love him. Now, I do think we have another piece of news, and that is in the basketball world, and that is Jokic's perfect game. Tyler, do you want to come in and elaborate on this? Because I'm going to be honest, I don't have the news for this. Thank you.
I did put it on the screen so that you'd have it right in front of your face. But Jokic monster game versus Washington. Same team we were just talking about. 19 points on 10 of 10 shooting with 19 assists and 19 rebounds in a 130 to 110 win. This has never been done before, of course, but 100% field goal percentage and a monster triple-double. I mean, is there anyone better than Jokic? I don't think so.
No, and also I just read that Nikola Jokic has now recorded a triple-double against every single team, and the only other person who has done that is LeBron James.
Jesse, that was fucking absurd. You did not just say Mac McClung.
You asked me who was better. I gave you my damn opinion, all right?
Jokic is the best player in the NBA right now. I don't know if anyone knows that, but he just won the championship last year. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to boost him up too much, but he's a pretty good player.
Dead ass.
Dead ass. I'm not even lying. I really did it this time.
Wow. Great. That's great.
Here's my thing about Jokic. Okay, you go play. You go to a YMCA. I guarantee there's one guy in that gym everywhere that knows a guy who's like Jokic, who's like, this guy walks in the YMCA, doesn't give a single fuck about what's going on here. He never has a smile on his goddamn face. He just comes in here, he just hoops, and he leaves. Everyone knows a Jokic, okay? The problem is, Jokic is doing it on the highest level, making the most money, breaking the most records, and still not giving a single fuck. We love him.
There's people out here that wish they could be him. There's people out here that are dreaming.
And he doesn't want to be him.
I wonder if they're taking care of my horse race.
That's all he cares about.
Those things that really matter.
Damn.
Oh, God.
I'm going to call him after.
He's getting homesick. He's like, I don't trust him. All right. Oh. Bang.
Okay, well, that's all we have for news today. So, with that being said,
right.
we'll dive into the picks. Told you it was quick today.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tail your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more. So you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
I don't like the way the flow of these basketball picks are going. Because back-to-back games, it is going to be split 2-2.
You know, I'm going to take John and them boys.
Fuck Dylan for taking my pick because I was going to take the Bulls. Because now, give me the Nets.
Fuck me. We all said the Bulls.
You started it.
Look, I didn't say that.
I was saying under my breath, take the Nets, take the Nets, take the Nets. I want the Bulls. Give me the Bulls. And you took the Bulls. So I'm like, fuck this fucking guy. Who does this guy think he is?
Alrighty. Downtown cash picks.
Fuck that. I want to yell at you first because you got me fucked up if you think I would ever bet on a game of basketball that LeBron James is not playing in for his team.
Well, when there was no injuries scheduled, what do you want me to do? It says no injuries available for the Lakers.
I need
no
you
injuries available.
telepathically figure it out. That's your gig.
Oh, so I'm supposed to just know these things. I'm supposed to just go, oh, LeBron probably tomorrow is going to wake up and go, you know, my hamstring isn't really 100%. Fuck no. I'm not going to know what LeBron's hamstrings are.
You didn't watch practice?
What?
Dylan.
There's no
Dylan, get the practice report.
There's no stream.
I need practice
I have
footage
to
so
have
that
the
you
Lakers security camera footage to watch the live practice. They don't broadcast it, Jesse.
I asked you to telepathically do something. You think I'm expecting you to watch a broadcast? I'm expecting you to get into the
There's
games
only one person you should be mad at. And that's LeBron.
and let me know.
you're mad at me, be mad at him. He didn't play.
Remember when we got Jordan
play?
Poole and Draymond Green? Remember when you pulled that out? I know that was you. Why can't you give me more?
What I pull what out?
That's what she said.
When Jordan Poole got punched in the face, that was you. I know you pulled that footage.
What did I say?
You pulled
No, I
that
didn't
footage.
do.
The footage of Jordan Poole getting punched in the face. That was you. You sent it to TMZ.
All right, let's get to the games. No spreads because the best game that's going on today is the Pistons Magic game with an 8.5 spread. That's where
7.5.
That's where today is. All right, let's get to tomorrow.
Then Boston Celtics and the Knicks have a 6.5 spread.
Julius Randle's not playing. OG Anunoby is not playing, and is
Dylan, why can't we just do the right thing and take the Magic spread against the Pistons?
You want an easy W? Okay, there.
Yes.
You're not gonna make any money, but you're gonna take Orlando.
Yeah. The spread is even. It's minus 115. You'll make some money. You're not betting the minus 325
You're
money
betting for
line.
the Pistons to lose. You're not gonna gain a whole lot.
You will if they lose by 8 and you put fucking $5,000 on it.
I don't think they're gonna lose by 8.
Look, Dylan, if I put $25 on the Magic minus 7.5, I win $46. That's a normal fucking bet. I'm taking the Magic on the spread.
I'm gonna take Detroit's plus 7.5.
Gonna take the Magic plus 7.5. I have no faith in the Pistons. I mean minus.
All right, game number 2.
Game number 2 going to 3:30. No, we're not because we just had that whole rant about LeBron, and I'm not gonna trust this bitch ass is done. Here we go. 1 o'clock. Milwaukee Bucks going to Philly to take on the Sixers. We got Giannis. We got Embiid. We got 2 of the best players in the league.
Let's see. The Philadelphia 76ers just won last night without Embiid. Milwaukee also won. Give me the 76ers at home.
I'm just checking Embiid's injury report because I don't think he's playing, but I don't want you guys to be like, you said he was playing. Yeah, he's not playing.
Never mind, give me the Bucks.
I'm still riding Philly. I've watched them win just as many games without Embiid this year, and I know people are gonna say, yeah, but Giannis and Dame. Well, time for Maxey and Harris and Beal. Buddy Hield. A lot of people forget he's on that team. Step up.
I don't give a piss about nothing but the Bucks.
Facts.
You know, I hate the Bucks. I'm just gonna say it.
You can
I don't
say
like
it.
them there. They're pissing
That's
me
okay.
off. Their fan base is ruining their team for me, and it's making me mad. Everywhere I go on social media, I find a Bucks fan, and it pisses me off. And I have to go to the next Bucks fan, and they're all the same.
Is it them or is it you?
No, it's them, because at first I was like, I like the Bucks. I like Giannis. I thought they were great when they won the championship a couple years ago. I was like, oh, great for the city. Sounds good. And, you know, and now I'm like, I hope that you guys choke in 6, up 2 or 3-0.
But that's just the fans, right?
Yes, off of just the fan base.
What I was about to say, you can't not like the
No, I want Dame to get a ring, and I got to root against it because you guys are pissing me off? No. Anyways, game number 3. We got, making sure everyone's playing here because this is a really big game.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Denver Nuggets, Golden State Warriors, 7 o'clock in Golden State. As of right now, everybody is playing.
Give me the Nuggets. I've seen nothing but dominance from Jokic, and I think that if he tries even less, he'll do even better against Golden State. Give me the Nuggets.
Jokic under 20 points because he got time for it.
But he'll get that triple-double.
I'm going to take, I'll take the Warriors.
I don't know why I'm doing the exact same. I don't know if it's because they've won 4 in a row, but I'm going to take the Warriors.
It's because they're on the back half of the season. Curry's trying to prove something. You'll see. I might lose this bet. It would be
switch?
for a good cause.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, those are the downtown cash picks. Then we're gonna hit you with a little another break for like 30 seconds. Right back into the puck luck picks.
Extremely accurate.
I think that, you want me to be completely honest? Last time
Get some room. Between the legs. 13:57 in the third.
Yeah.
Speaking of Connor,
That's capital.
Get to the garbage so much. Speak on the top of my brother's
Hell.
blood. None of these niggas can trust. We cannot question, you know what it was. Yo, what you doing for us? These niggas back 'cause I'm putting in work. Like I speak fluent in Russian. Did you catch that?
Alrighty. Do you want me to stay on him? Because I got him, but if you have a different set of games in mind that you want to read, then I'll let you read.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Let's start it off today. And let's start it off at 3 o'clock in Philly. Ugh.
Ew,
I know.
Gross.
We got the New York Rangers and the Philadelphia Flyers. About to call me Eagle. We have the Rangers who are 38, 16, and 3. We got the Flyers who are 30, 20, and 7. And we got an over-under of 6 goals.
I'm going to take the Philadelphia Flyers on the money line here, Dylan. Two good teams, but I think the Rangers just fall a goal short in this game. I mean, the Flyers.
I got a baby trying to break it in the room. I like the Rangers and how they've been playing hockey. Flyers are weird.
Rangers said, do that hockey.
I'm going to take the Rangers.
I am going to take Philly. Yeah.
All right.
I
Even though Philly's disgusting, we both take Philly.
But I do think this is going to be an overtime shootout, 1-goal, close game.
Yeah, I'm taking it by 1 goal, too. So
Yeah. Oh, shit. I just realized we got a great slate today of NHL games, so make sure.
You're damn right we do.
Yeah, so we're going to do all 3 today. Next game.
Okay. Wow, okay.
Yeah, 7 o'clock p.m. We got the Toronto. Luke's going to kill me. Don't tell Luke. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we got the Colorado Avalanche. Toronto is 32, 16, and 8. Colorado is 35, 18, and 5.
All right, Colorado just lost 2-1 to the Wings. They are one of the best scoring offenses in hockey, just not looking like themselves. Toronto has been hot. I'm taking both these teams to score 3 or 4 goals in this game. Give me the over. I think it probably ends 5-3, 5-4, something like that. So I'm taking the over in this one.
I'm going to ride with Colorado. Just straight up.
Jesse?
Sitting here pretty stumped. Don't know where I want to leave. But we have things to do and lives to live, so. I was supposed to have. Sorry.
But I guess I got a pick I got to make.
Over.
Yeah. Right.
Over.
All right. Tyler, for the last game, do you want me to go off of best overall or off of rivalry?
Give me best overall.
Okay. Game number 3, we have the Boston Bruins going to Vancouver to take on the Canucks. Number 1 in the league, number 2 in the league. We got Vancouver, who's 37, 16, and 6. Boston, who is 34, 12, and 12. And the over-under 6 goals.
Under. 2 top teams. Everyone has high expectations. Over. It's going under. Sorry. That's just the way it works.
I'm going to give you a winner here. I'm going to give you a situation where right now Vancouver is the best team. So I'm going to take Boston to win.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
Jesse?
after there's 7 goals in a Vancouver game, you'll be the only one sitting here with them. Oh, wait, no, my bad. After there's 3 goals in one game, you're going to be the only one sitting here with a loss because the Canucks are winning.
Okay. I mean, that might just be so. Just so you know, the rivalry was Minnesota and Seattle, so it was strictly for me and Fuller.
Ew.
Oh wow.
So you
That
made
game
the
is
right
so
choice.
disgustingly gross. I'm so glad that I said what I said.
Choice. Yeah.
Under
Oh, God.
3.
Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys sign it off. I gotta go to work, so have a good one. I'll see you, boys.
Yeah, and that is the rest of today's podcast. So thank you guys for joining us. If you guys need more picks, I'll probably be firing them off on the Sharps app. So make sure you guys download the Sharps app. Use promo code TYCO011 when you sign up. With that being said, we will be seeing you guys next week on Wednesday. We'll be back. We'll try to muster up some probably NFL draft type stuff. I want to go over some mock draft type stuff, see what we got going on there. Maybe the Dodgers will have won a game 27-0 by that point. We can touch on that. But there's not a ton going on right now. We need some breaking stories to kind of develop themselves. We need someone to go do something stupid. So we have something to talk about. But we'll figure that out when we get to that.
Did we talk about how we almost had a Malice at the Palace part 2?
Oh, last night in Miami, we did not talk about that. No. No, let's get into that though. It was Miami and New Orleans, right? Yeah. So Zion goes up for a layup. Pretty much like what? It was like 6 minutes left in the fourth or something like that.
Yeah, pretty routine play.
Yeah, pretty routine play. Goes up for a layup. Guy fouls him relatively hard, pretty much almost tackles him. But like he doesn't bring him down like aggressively. Like he kind of like put him on the ground, and then Zion like sat there for a second, then realized he just got put on the ground, got up all fucking angry, started like walking away, like yelling angry shit, and then 2 other players got into it. Right? I don't remember who the other 2 were, but it wasn't Zion that started like the pushing and shit.
It was Jimmy Butler and somebody else.
It's got to be one of them.
It was also
the guys that got suspended.
Throwing shit. It was a fan throwing shit at the players while all of this was happening.
Really? Was that like making it worse?
That's why I thought it was going to be part 2.
I didn't see that.
I thought they were about to go and get that man. Like, you want to throw stuff right now at this time? On your ass.
Yeah, 4 players got ejected. Let's see if it shows me who the first player is. Well, let's pull up this video here. Bleacher Report. All right. We got Najee Marshall. Najee Marshall's the one that grabbed Jimmy Butler by the throat. That's what started like the actual on-court fighting. He grabbed Jimmy Butler by the throat, which why the fuck are you doing that? Jimmy Butler is not your girl in the bedroom at midnight asking you, hey, babe, grab my throat. No. Like, what the fuck are we doing, dog? What is happening here?
He took the advice from who said that? Oh, my God. I'm so pissed off I can't remember. It was an NFL player. He said, come on, man. People got a mask right here. They got a helmet to cover their head. Why you throwing punches at their head and their eyes? Just hit them in the neck. You want to take a cheap shot at somebody? Oh, that's wide open.
Right in the neck.
Somebody in the NBA took that seriously.
Yeah. You know what? Fucking Isaiah Stewart, Draymond Green. I mean, but they're not wearing helmets. No. You don't have to go for the throat.
Yeah,
you could just do what Draymond did. You could just punch him in the face. That's an option. Oh man, I feel like the NBA is having just as many fights like throughout their season as the NHL is, and it's kind of weird.
Every sport should let them put them hands up.
I agree with that. Or like the UFC. Hear me out. This is about to get interesting. The UFC partners with like the MLB, the NHL, the NBA, and like end of the year, like for example, Draymond could be like, season's over. He can be like, yo, Jimmy Butler, we had beef all year. I know I said some shit. You said some shit. Let's get in the octagon. Jimmy accepts it. That's fight 1. Then you got over to the NFL, and there's a middle linebacker like fucking okay, Anzalone, right? Anzalone was called out by Justin Fields on the St. Brown Brothers podcast just last week. Justin Fields said he's a dirty player. Like Anzalone's dirty. St. Brown says, no, he's not dirty. He's not dirty. Anzalone goes, fuck, you think I'm dirty? Let's get in the octagon. Boom. That's match number 2. And you just get one from each sport. You got Tawchuk and Marchand. You got like, just think about this. And you got a 5-fight card, and it's just beef. All beef card.
Not fighters.
I would pay like $200 to watch that.
The only thing I'd pay more to see than that is if as soon as a scuffle started, we just see 2 UFC pair of gloves fly through the air, get to the pile, and they're just like...
They're just on the court. Like, he's got an ankle lock. He's got Draymond in an ankle lock.
And that concludes your 30 seconds. Gloves off. Half of the
Gloves
game.
off. I think he's got to go back to playing basketball. Guy's got a fucking broken nose, dislocated shoulder. He's got to get back in the game.
LeBron had to fight D-Wade. You guys wouldn't believe it. Shit hit the fan. They don't talk anymore. They're not
Things
cool.
look so south. Oh man. I guess we didn't cover everything, but now we've covered everything.
Sorry.
Do you have anything else?
Nothing out of this.
Anything else that I might not have thought of? Dylan wouldn't let me talk about the pants shortage in the MLB.
The pants shortage?
Oh, now we're talking about it. Yeah, dude. They don't have enough pants for the players. So, like, they're telling the players in like MLB locker rooms, like, yeah, go get your pants from last year because we don't have enough pants for everybody to have pants.
So what you're telling me is in 2024, we have a major league sport organization incapable of getting their players' pants?
Yep. Can't lie, man. Cannot lie about this.
Is the Dodgers have more money than the league itself? That's just
yes. That's exactly where this is headed.
no difference.
We have a quote here from ML Major League spokesperson saying, quote, the quality and performance of our from a Nike spokesperson, because they switched everything to Nike, which is why they don't have everything. The quality and performance of our product is of the utmost importance to us. We will continue to work with the MLB, the players, and our manufacturing partner to address players' uniforms. And it says, through a spokesperson, Major League Baseball also issued a statement. Like every spring training, Fanatics Team Services, Nike, and MLB representatives are visiting camps to meet with all the players, conduct uniform fitting sessions with them, and get their feedback on how their uniform fits. Based on player requests, adjustments are being made to jersey size, waist, inseam, length, thigh fit, and the bottom of their pants. This is why it's taken so long, is because every single one of these guys is acting like they're getting married in their baseball pants.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's the wildest part about all this? It's stupid. You want to know why? Because there is no way. These are professional athletes. I understand. But even football players will look a little different in a couple games. Sometimes I'll be like, Hutchinson looks really skinny. Like, compared to how he normally looks. So you're going to sit here and tell me that baseball players never get up. This fit's funny. My pants are low.
Not anymore.
Maybe I'm putting on a little too much pounds. Too many home runs. I ain't got to run the bases anymore.
I ain't got to run anymore.
Like
when Aaron Judge just happens to blow up by like 20 pounds.
The length. You telling me somebody can have that shit to their knees, but it's tucked in, and somebody else's shit completely stopped at their belt, and that's all?
Apparently that's allowed now. You can do whatever you want. You can tailor your pants to your liking.
Nah, Nike is tripping. No other sport gets this kind of respect. I bet you football players just get pants.
Right. They're like, here's your pants. Go find out what size fits you. I'm gonna tailor your fucking pants.
Bro, you know how many players would probably never had a like ankles covered? They'd be like, or they would get pants. They'd be like, can I get pants? Like actual pants? I don't even care about them being at my knees anymore. Let me get them down.
The answer would be no. It would be no if we can't do that anymore. We don't do that.
But Acuna, I don't care about that. That has nothing to do with y'all. Stay in your lane.
He is special. Know your place. We will see you guys next on Wednesday, where we do NFL on Instagram at RideTheTide586. Same thing on YouTube or rest of Ride the Tide. Damn. Sharps Network. It's a weird Saturday. Sharps Network on all platforms. Make sure you guys check us out. We'll also be doing probably a bigger selection of picks, maybe. We just got to find something to fill the time, but we'll figure it out. Make sure you guys download the Sharps app, post your picks, ride some picks, bait some picks this weekend. Just do so responsibly, and by that, I mean bet your entire bank account, and don't ever look back, baby. So, have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Next week, live camel racing outside in the backyard. Be there.